Hello, everyone. I unfortunately cannot say ghouls because of a complication that happened. So, I decided to record a little bit. I mean, not record a little bit. I decided to play a little bit off camera just to grind out some translated books, just to translate some books and do some other things. And I thought I was going to be safe. No notoriety, nothing like that. Apparently I had two fascination that I didn't realize, and then a third one came out of nowhere that I did not see. So I lost. And I tried to record since losing, and I was just in a bad mood. I think I was tired. I think I was just like a little tilted that I lost off camera. So the session was a little weird, so I just decided to scrap that. I did reset. We are doing the priest legacy now, and I'll just read off the end screen that I got for 3 Fascination. So the end screen reads as such: Glory. First it was the dreams, then it was the visions, now it's everything. I no longer have any idea what is real and what is not. So the priest was one of the legacies that apparently is always available after reaching the glory ending, which is what I did. So I decided to choose priest. And we are going to start. I played a little bit of this, just a little, like 10-15 minutes, and I decided to just reset it because the session was weird. So we are a priest. An appointment to a quiet parish. As long as I do not draw the attention of the bishop through dereliction or scandal, I can draw a living here. So we can put in an ability or a doctrine, and a doctrine is lore, or fervor, which is aspect fervor. My congregation's passions run strong, if not deep. Keep your congregation satisfied. Fervor, if unused, will decay into dread. So we're just gonna pop our passion here. I have chosen as my text Matthias 7:7. Ask and it shall be given. Suffer and ye shall attain. Knock and ye shall be opened. The book fell open at that page. I swear that I would not have chosen it otherwise. I'm gonna remember to fast forward. Conduct my first service. The sermon went well, though the echoes in this place are seductive, and I was drawn to extemporize. I do not remember all that I said, but it was all well received. When I descended from the pulpit, I tore my sleeve upon a nail, and a woman in the front row gasped. So that gave us our funds and reason. I'll reorganize this just a little bit because it's already not where I want it to be. Dream comes first, then study. I want this a little higher, I think. No, this is good. This could be over there. So let's see. The sleep of the just. I have performed my devotions as I was taught. I have set aside the histories I should not have read. I no longer speak either of the not nor the unconquered sun. The bishop's secretary was quite clear on all of that, but still in my dreams, Saint Agnes comes to me now and then, and now is tonight. Interesting. So we already know a little bit about the invisible arts. We've read some secret histories. We know of the Sisterhood of the Knot and the Unconquered Sun. Huh. And this is making me wonder what form religion takes in this world. Because the bishop knows of the Sisterhood of the Knot and the Unconquered Sun. Are we Christian? Or some other real-world religion? Or is it something else entirely? Oh, I should name myself. Let's go Therius, because it's been a generation. I think every other generation I'll just rename myself Therius because I like my name. That's why I chose it. And I will go with, and also Therius is kind of character-wise like a cleric-ish kind of character. So why not? The hinge in the words. I have begun to unpack my books. The hinge in the words. Here is one of the old journals. A sheaf of papers slips from behind the cover and drifts towards the floor. It is something I had copied and long tried to forget. A locksmith's secret. Sooner or later, every locksmith has the dream. Now we recite its 7 phases. Interesting. So already a bunch of knock stuff. I don't know if St. Agnes is ever mentioned. I don't think St. Agnes is one of the Sisterhood saints. I can't remember all the saints that were listed. But, we talked about, like, something and ye shall be opened, blah, 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 blah. Our appointment is knock colored. This is talking about nothing. Nothing else knock related in here, but our first lore is knock. And there's a lot of openings. And we tore our robe on a nail. And I think the half-healed fistula, which is one of the wound things, mentions it mentions that all wounds are doors. Or not all doors are wounds, but all wounds are doors. I wonder if that also applies to, like, tears and damages to things. Oh, I should have talked about the locksmith. Whoops. Okay, so I'm conducting a sermon. Let's organize this. Health, passion. Study. I can't study anything right now. I have dreamt. St. Agnes walks in smoke, crushing violets beneath her narrow, pale feet. St. Agnes carries keys and a bright knife and a sharp candle and the last of her slender hands. Sorry. And in the last of her slender hands, her own martyred head. St. Agnes lifts her face above my shoulder to kiss my forehead, and I open to her like a door. When I awake, my heart is racing, my skin is prickling, my limbs jitter. I have begun to leak. Is leak literal in this? Or is it metaphorical? So that gave us health. That gave us our health. Interesting. I don't think I have anything to really... Ooh, hold on. Because I think knock is one of the lures we can use to... The Serpent's Way. Locksmiths often have the dream after the sole of the foot is wounded, especially if it's been snake bitten. I could try that. And nothing to study. I guess I can pop my... No, I want to see if I can use health with ceremony, because I can use passion and reason with it. So if I can use health, that would be interesting. The congregation listens closely. I've shared no secret doctrine today. Reason can go down there. So, to be a threshold, St. Agnes has drawn me here where I might fulfill my potential, not merely to open doors, but to become myself a door. Add lore of at least 10th level and fervor to begin the process of creating a lock scar. Huh. So, interesting. So I can become a door through, I'm assuming, some sort of ritual to add a scar to my body. Because, again, all wounds are doors. And a lot of lock stuff that we have seen has involved wounds, like that tablet thing we got of like somebody depicted covered in scars and stuff along those lines. And then there's the knock is apparently the power of the mother of ants, but we don't know anything of the mother of ants other than the fact that they're associated with knock. In serpents, there was that serpent that was like we could fight it or we could use the power of the mother's power, and we ended up accidentally using knock for that. I limp along the road, and so it is that I see the serpent in the ditch. I followed across the waste places and into the root maze. Is it hair that brushes my face or hanging moss? I bend low to stay close to the earth like my guide. I will not forget the way to this place. So we saw a snake and we're like, slither, slither. I want to be a snake. So we got buzzing in the brain from that. That's not great. I'm going to hold off dreaming for a bit because I want to see what all the stats do. So I will wait until... I'm just going to study some vitality. Actually, I should probably do that. Just get one of each of all the... So I'm going to sermon. Oh, I have to use an ability for that. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna do vitality. So I was gonna say I'll farm the skill for each of these, but I will wait. Because I want to see what all of them do. So the health one is if we have 10th order lore of knock, we can give ourselves a scar to become a door. And then passion and reason both give sermons, but I'm assuming there's different flavor of them, right? Whoops. Whoops. Whoop. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so that's not it. Okay, yeah, so we can become a threshold, which we can't right now, so I'm just gonna study that. We can improvise a sermon, or we can conduct a service. I will prepare my sermon with care. Does this change with the locksmith's secret? And why do I have restlessness? I will speak to their souls, and if I speak with conviction, their souls may answer me. Using a suitable doctrine with passionate preaching is more likely to create fervor. Improvised preaching is a little quicker. Okay. I'll speak again of what Matthias said about doors, but I will speak of St. Agnes too, and what comes at night when one has shaped a key. Interesting. Okay, so when one has shaped a key. So, hold on. Let me go back to passion. So, apparently, improvised preaching is quicker but more likely to create fervor, while reason, I'm assuming, is slower but less likely. But, so when one has shaped a key is interesting. Because, if we go to passion, and then, oh shoot, I have to actually go to the next page. Because the serpent's door, not the serpent's door, when we dream, we can go use the serpent's way to get to the dream. And that's usually if they've been wounded before sleeping. Usually bitten by a snake. So, is that what it means by forging a key? So we're teaching our congregation how to enter the dream. Like proper. Interesting. So let's paint this restlessness away. I don't want to deal with dread right now. And then we will conduct a sermon. And then, okay, well, I guess it's a good thing I got rid of that restlessness. So we are teaching people the invisible arts here. rather than, I guess there was some teaching we did as a cult leader and other, because they were like, they hang on to my word, hints about the invisible arts and stuff. But a lot of the people that we recruited, we met in the dream. So, this will turn to dread. I'll just dream it away. Oops. Here, I'm gonna put my sermon over there. So we met a lot of the people in the dream, but it seems like we're introducing people to the dream because we already kind of know about secret histories and stuff. And we already had this lore locked away, so I can only assume that we did dream before. And now we're getting tempted back into it. Oh, we got glimmering. I should probably utilize that. Oops. Sorry, I'm just reorganizing things just a little bit while I'm waiting for the timer, because I won't want to have space, and I want to have the space. Oh, I should dream this away. Interesting. But are we a Christian? Like, what is the I want to know what the religion of this world is that does not involve the invisible arts. Because if all religion involved the invisible arts, the religion itself would be illegal, right? Some of them have had the dream too. I see it in their faces. It's this church. The doors here are not only the doors we see. Even the valves of the heart are a door when the limbs are properly aligned. I never said that in my sermon, but their hearts responded nonetheless to its truth. And we got fervor. My congregation's passions run strong, if not deep. Interesting. And that popped up those two things, but let's put that. Let's use passion again, just to get a second glimmering so we can level that up and get that out of the way. And exaltation. Sometimes my words and sometimes my words and those I have borrowed move my congregation beyond mere concentration to exaltation. Oh, so I need a cult for this. How do I form a cult? Is this a... Whoops. Is this a society? No, this is just work. I wonder... Because usually this is the founding a cult icon, right? Old stones. There is a cathedral in this city that was dedicated to St. Peter of the Keys long ago. It burned in the fire 2 centuries ago. I have read that it was dedicated in secret to Saint Spark. Perhaps that's why. So, hold on, I'll finish reading. When they rebuilt it, the king agreed reluctantly that St. Peter should no longer have his keys. Once this church was dedicated to St. Peter too. Interesting. It burned in the fire 2 centuries ago. It was dedicated in secret to Saint Spark. So Saint Spark might have led to the church being burned for one reason or another. Either the worship of Saint Spark led to that burning, or it was like a control thing. But so this it was dedicated to Saint Peter. But it's not because it's a ruin. And when they rebuilt the church, the king said that we should take away his keys. I wonder what that means specifically. I have a few ideas, but like all of them are half-formed ideas. Oh, we should, we don't have any because I'm using. I guess we can, while we're waiting, exercise. A priest doing hard labor. I'm a man of the people. We didn't feed this anything. The congregation has donated generously, and they haven't limited those donations to the collection plates. So we're taking some personal donations. The church has another patron saint now. Perhaps another bishop wished to erase what the stones had seen. But the stones remember. Here is one marked with the rayed sun. Here, beneath the font, a knot. Here in the window behind the altar, visible only at dawn, fanned like flowers, the 7 keys. So, a few interesting things to point out here. First of all, rayed sun, so maybe the unconquered sun that we're not allowed to speak of. The front, a knot, Sisterhood of the Knot. And visible only at dawn, fanned like the 7 keys. The 7 keys, where have I heard that before? Every locksmith hath to, now we recite its 7 phases. So 7 keys, 7 phases. The 7 phases are probably the keys, right? Because keys are more than just literal keys. Heterodox Church. Even on Sunday morning, there are quirks in the order of service, but most outsiders don't notice. Outsiders are not invited to the ceremonies we hold at chillier hours. I wonder if this is the same, because this is in the capital, right? Location, sanctuary, a space designed for contemplation and perhaps even peace, and headquarters for conversation and convocation. Okay, so we don't actually know if we are in the capital or not. Does this mention quiet parish? No. I don't know if we're in the capital or not, but if we are in the capital, which is, I believe, London or London equivalent, are we in that church that we raid as an expedition? Because there was a priest at that church that I don't believe we stole a piece of like leathery skin from. I think the priest fled, and then like we found a piece of skin that he left behind, probably as part of a ceremony. And if it's a piece of skin that he left behind, it like as like a ritualistic like half-flay or whatever, it's a wound, which would be very knock associated, like, right? I mean, but it calls, if it was like a skin, if it was a piece of skin that was like tanned and stuff, that could also be heart, because they deal with skin symbolism. I wonder. So what can I do with this? Funds. Place funds in here to raise knot influence. The wounds of wisdom. Not all doors are wounds, but every wound is a door. The history of this place is rich with both wounds and doors. With the right materials, we can soften the air where once the air opened. Okay. All right. We should probably be careful with that, because we only have 2 funds right now. Clear my mind. Yep. Huh. Interesting. So the ghoul was very winter focused. It seems like the DLCs, at least the 2 DLCs we've interacted with, dive deeper into a specific aspect. And that's not going to be true for all of them, I'm assuming, because 1, there's not 7 DLCs or 8 or whatever. But at least these 2, Ghoul dealt a lot with winter and memories, and this is dealing with knock and wounds. Okay, let's study our glimmering while we've got it, and then we can maybe do reason, just to get at least 2 of everything. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely going better than my first session, where I think I was just tired and tilted that I lost off camera, because that's embarrassing. But I'm definitely in a much better mood now. Oh shoot, sorry, I did that on autopilot. I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to work at the parish, because I need to use this fervor before it turns into dread, and I want to see what it does. And alright, so I don't want to dream yet, because I want to keep my passion. Oh no, actually, hold on, I should dream, because I'm about to get passion. Subtle flaw, so doing that, gave us knock influence. So to raise the influence, hold on. So that just gave us to raise knock influence. Okay, so that's an easy way to get level 2 knock influence. Interesting. So I don't know if we've seen any rituals that require heavy knock. It's just that for all summoning, at least a little bit of knock is required. So I don't know if we've seen anything that specifically requires a lot of knock. So that would be a good way to get the summoning influence, but usually, but I guess we could, that opens up the lore spot of a lot of rituals. And I might be using the knock lore a lot in my preaching. There are more windows in the soul. Yep, not all. Okay, so we got that. Study. Let's study reason now. Yep. Well, okay, let's actually do our job that we were hired to do. Let's do passion. Let's do knock, and let's do fervor. Conduct a service. The congregation whispers as it waits, and the echoes are like wings in a high place, like tree branches in the wind. The deacon and the sacristan watch me as I take my place. There is something in their eyes I didn't quite expect. Is it pride? Interesting. So this, but the deacon and so the bishop, the deacon of the, so the bishop is, so, okay, I'm not a very religious man. The bishop is like, I think the bishop of like a lot of religious structured religion is like a thing that is like the guy that oversees a lot of churches, like the higher up, and then the deacon is someone specific to that church. So the bishop doesn't want us talking about this stuff in this church that has a huge knock influence. But the deacon and the sacristan, hold on, let me look up what sacristan is. Sacristan is an officer charged with care of the sacristy, the church, and their contents. So, a vital but often behind the scenes liturgical minister of the Catholic Church and other traditions, responsible for preparing the church, sacred vestments. So they are basically a caretaker. So the bishop doesn't want the secret, the invisible arts being talked about, but the locals at the church do. They like it. Interesting. I wonder if this is going to end up dealing with like church politics at all. Because there's the rival system. I wonder if a variation of that is going to end up being used here. My heart is the crossroads of my blood. My tongue is a sharpened flame. I see shapes in the stained glass that are not always there. A gray mare, a sundered tree, a twinned serpent. When I finished, the congregation is on their feet, stamping and hooting, and their eyes, their mouths are doors. The sacristan takes my hand in his withered own before the whole church. There are tears in his eyes. We've waited so long. I wonder if the I don't want to do sleep of reason. I wonder if the church, like the church in capital C church, as in like the whole organization, not just this local church, is under direct influence of the Suppression Bureau, because it seems like spirituality is very tied to dream, right? So if spirituality, the concept of spirituality itself is a link to the dream, a very easy way for the influence of the secret arts to slip through, they would need some control over religion. And this local parish is basically under religious oppression, right? What's this? A welcome. The deacon and the sacristan have come to speak with me on a private matter. They've brought a guest, someone I've never met, but someone who now drops to one knee to honor me. All three now do me honor. So this is kind of like we are breaking the seal of religious oppression, right? Because the deacon and the sacristan are like, we've been wanting to do this. Track down a rumor. Okay. Okay. So we gotta hang her on. That's a disappointing first find, but rededication. The sacristan is weeping again. We've waited for you. Rachel taught us of the colors beneath the world's skin, and we have used those teachings to prepare the way. You are our light. You are our threshold. We need you. Lead us. Oh. A kindly faced woman who is silent, sleep now. Don't worry about a thing. And the towers of the dove, an occult society dedicated to all that has been lost and what may yet return. Interesting. So we're inheriting this from our previous playthrough, because this is the disciple we fully exalted with Rachel, who is now insane. It's not quite clear where Rachel is, but I can only assume she's not doing great right now. She doesn't know what's real anymore. Who knows what that means? What does that mean, that you're now in an insane asylum, or does that mean something else? But I don't want to do another aspect veneration winter. This organization venerates the principle called winter, which we call upon in the name of the sun in rags and the horned axe among others. I don't remember, was that there? That I'm just now noticing it? I don't want to necessarily aspect uncertain. This organization has begun to question its tenets. I could apply pressure to alter its direction. Okay. So I can, because I don't want to do another winter playthrough. And knock seems the most appropriate. So can I talk? Let's talk to her. Discuss occult. No. A new way. Rachel prepared the path, but I am the path. I could alter the forms that have been established. Once and only once you may set another kind of lore at the heart of your cult. Begin the process only if you have lore of your preferred aspect ready. Knock seems the most obvious. Interrogate, intimidate, beguile, instruct. So how do I associate? So I can swap her to knock? No. How do I recruit a new follower? No. Begin the process only if you lure. Yeah, so begin the so how do I swap it? Start. Let's start. And then we put it there. Rededicate cult knock. Now the seal is opened, and behind it lies the cult. It is Saint Agnes that opens the seal, but who waits behind it? You could pursue a different ascension than knock. You need not complete the process. Yeah, let's do knock. Knock seems appropriate. This seems default for this. Let's just do, what's the timer? 50 seconds? Okay, so we got to keep that in mind. Interesting. So, but we have this winter disciple now. I wonder if she will flip. I don't think she would, because that doesn't make much sense. Words contain knowledge. Okay, and then let's do both our eruditions. Interesting. Let's dream of passion. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. Great. Interesting. So this is already fascinating. Yep, that just gave me... Yeah, let's start working out. Because we're gonna need vitality, right? To not get to recover from sickness. Now the seal is opened, and behind it lies the true cult. It is Saint Agnes that opens the seal. Oh, I already read that. Temptation and enlightenment. It has occurred to me that I hold the key to wisdom. Society of the Holy Wound. An occult society dedicated to the hours which open doors. You can use cults with the tongue, yep. Believer can be promoted to a few gifted disciples can be exalted even higher to keys. Venerates the principle called Knock, which we call upon in the name of the mother and the aunts and the Menascate. So is Menascate winter in Knock? But okay, Society of the Holy Wound. I don't quite like that vibe. But of course, all the cults have a weird vibe to them, right? There's probably no cult that has like a feel-good vibe that isn't tainted in some way. Interesting. So what can I do? So I just have this level 10 disciple. Sleep now, don't worry about the thing. We don't, in this incarnation, we don't even know her name. She's just an old woman. She could be anyone. And her name's Violet. I know it's Violet, okay? Jeez. Alright, so what am I going to do for Explore? Yeah, let's go send Violet. Maybe she'll come back with the Red Light District again. Talk. Interesting. So I can do this to raise fun. Oh, talk. Lock. I could have put Violet into the cupboard. That would have been really funny. Associates. Yeah, let's, might as well. Hireling. No, I don't need to hire anyone. So I'm just trying to think. So, exercise the mind. Who is the mother of this? Because it seems like they're very important to Knock. Only a little wound, just enough to give homage to the powers that open. Okay, we gave you a finger prick. And I can only assume that with each tier of, like, promotion, the wound gets more intense. But let's start looking for more followers. So enlightenment is the temptation that we got for our first playthrough. And I think we can swap it, but I think enlightenment makes a lot of sense for the priest. Do I want another peculiar rumor and get more notoriety? I don't think so. I shouldn't... Yeah, I shouldn't, not this early when I don't have any moth followers to deal with evidence, so... Right, study. I can't really study anything. I guess I could keep studying reason. It's got 2. It doesn't eat it. I mean, it doesn't diminish it at all, so it's fine. I can't really dream of anything yet. Because low-level dream doesn't really provide anything right now that I want. So let's go back to preaching. I'm using the secret lore in the... I cannot do that. Fervor. How do I trigger that check again? Probably I just preach with the lore, so I'll wait until that runs out and then use it to try to get that society thing again and then put in the cult. Better not. Let's send you back out since I'm not doing anything else with you. Another I see some ambitions. I'm sick, so might as well dream that away. I'll sleep it off. Street Strange by Moonlight. No. She's giving me much tamer stuff now. Ah, shoot. The timer keeps going. Reason. Let's just keep doing. Whoops. Keep doing reason. I do not want to work at Glover because screw them. I could passion. I'll passion this way. I'm like, no. So, dedication and enlightenment. When an enlightenment victory. I wonder, because I can, dreaming about it may advance or change it. I wonder, let's unlock all the lore and see what temptations I can, because I think I need to dream with it and another lore to change it, right? So let's see what temptations are available before we commit. Come with me, Forge. Alright, we're gonna put her right there. Okay, paint. I finished painting to the excitement of absolutely no one but me. I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that sometimes. That way sometimes. That's why I have to force my boyfriend to look at my stuff. Because otherwise... otherwise I get no eyes on it, except for people I have to obligate to look at my art. That are obligated to look at my art, rather. Alright, let's see. Ability. So, let's do passionate. I feel like a very passionate fella. And doctrine. I will speak to their souls, and I speak with conviction. Their souls may answer me. So this will hopefully trigger that cult check or whatever. Yeah, okay. Another hireling. Come on, Violet. You can do better than that. I mean, sorry. Kindly old woman I don't know the name of. Whoever you are. Okay, she found the addicted. It's less funny that it's not the first thing she gave me. So, way to ruin the bit, Violet. I mean, woman. I wonder if I can find the bookshop. Probably, right? Oh, shoot. I have no money, so I gotta focus on not doing stuff that doesn't get me money. Okay, auction house. So I think we're just looking for the bookshop now, if that is a thing that can be dropped in this. Okay, the notoriety is going to decay. That's nice. Payment. No, come on. Stop trying to find like bomb makers who are approaching you and like, hey woman, open his trench. Hey old lady, open his trench coat. Do you want to buy a bomb? Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. If you use reason with more reasoned doctrines or passion with more passionate lore, you may likely to create fervor. You are more likely to create fervor. The deeper the lore, the greater the chance of exaltation. Interesting. So, because knock isn't really a passion, because one requires knowledge for the knowledge check to upgrade it, and it doesn't give passionate vibes. So passionate, I would say, are probably hearts, chalice, or sorry, grail, and moth. I wonder if maybe edge. Not winter. Okay, so we should use our reason with this then. So are we trying to generate fervor? Don't need any bombs, thanks. Stop trying to sell bombs to my grandma. Your addition. We can do that. And then we'll need another year edition. But I don't think any of the dream locations drop year edition. I should really keep track of what drops what. I should make notes, which I might do. talk, and I don't have any lore to talk about. Is there anything I can talk about? Else I can talk about? I can talk to the detective and give myself notoriety. Hey, officer. What are you doing around this is just a humble little church. We're not doing anything weird like encouraging snake bites among our worshippers. You have opened the door of this place, and I have passed through to stand before you now. But this is my promise. A time will come when I shall open, and you shall pass through me to stand in a higher place than this. So do I just have to keep trying? Okay, maybe if I do it again with reason and fervor, rather. The congregation is already in a state of any secret knowledge will almost certainly drive them to exaltation. Okay. And then I can use my thing on it. So let's keep... I wonder if Morelands is... Again... Usually Morelands is the first thing I find. Your additional lesson learned. I don't have another reason to use because it's being used in here, but I need the money because I have no money right now. There we go, there's Morelands. I don't think there are any other locations I can find, but I mean, I might as well keep sending her because there's nothing else I can do with her right now, or location, or exploration, really. Okay, this person's trying to sell her. How delightful to be working with you. Okay, I don't know. I don't have an experienced swindler. Okay, well, my grandma's getting crank calls and scam calls. She's talking to the Nigerian prince. I wonder if that scam is still a thing, the Nigerian prince, because it's so well known. But I guess it isn't among old people. Like, why would they know? At least their fervor is spent. What have they made of this night? Okay, and that generated this. So, hold on. Did I get money from that? I did not get money from that. Oops. Oops. Sometimes my words and those I have borrowed move my congregation beyond mere concentration to exaltation. So I will see what that does, but in the meantime, we need money. So let's start doing hard labor. Should I... No, I'll keep... I was gonna ask, should I keep talking about exoteric matters, but I don't think so, because I don't know if this will require it. I could do Way of the Wood again. A dexterous worshipper. Sometimes fervor drives lay people to devote themselves to more uncommon duties. Devotee, just now this one's devotion is all-consuming, but soon it will fade, and then they may question what they have done. So how am I supposed to use this exactly? Is it just like a temporary hireling? I mean, I guess I could use them to do like burglaries and stuff, but that gave me notoriety too. Huh, so how am I supposed to use these? Is like there any special subject? Can I talk about the cult? Burglary, Orthodox Church, no. Health, no. Passion, no. Try... I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me. Huh. Interesting. I'll just see what it's probably gonna do, like, so nothing then. Better not. Yep. Interesting. Oh, I should probably promote Balcium. Okay, notoriety's coming up. I don't have and they're probably gonna start making tentative evidence, funds, so, So the fervor, fervor seems to give something that seems to give us something that upgrades our check, right? But it also gives us that society thing, and maybe the devotee will decay into something that I don't want, because they'll question what they've done. Can I recruit them? Is the question. Okay, I gotta do something with this. So let's do reason. Let's do doctrine. No, I don't want fervor right now. Let's just preach. Study. So I need another erudition. So I should be doing that because I don't want this to expire, and I might as well upgrade it. Especially if I'm not, it seems like I'll be doing a lot of preaching with reason nothing then. So can I promote them? No. Let's see if it decays into anything in particular, and in the meantime, let's promote. Well, see, because we might as well. I wonder, there must be a reason to have this dexterous devotee. Because level 2 is the lowest you can get, and I think a lot of the failure states for failing the occult business, whatever that is notoriety. So it's not like I want to send him to, ooh, can I make them a prisoner? No. Maybe if I talk about the... Can I make them a prisoner? Because that would be a good way to get prisoners for the spider door. How do I make a prisoner again? This isn't my headquarters. What am I doing? I think I have to talk and then betray and imprison a follower. There's one serve another purpose. Now go into the cupboard. Into the cupboard they go. Okay, so I can make a prisoner out of them. But I want to see if they decay into anything first, and then maybe I'll start generating prisoners. Because what else am I supposed to use them for, right? Okay. Work, ability. Let's do passion. Let's do that. Improvise, some doctrine, explore. I don't have anything I want to explore. I guess I should start doing books, because I got 2 funds now, so might as well. And it would be nice to have a second lore to use to start recruiting people. Words contain, now I contain ints, so I gotta do both of these, and then, yeah, okay. It'll be nice to have the second, it'll be nice to have a second, another reason. Traveling at Night, Volume 1, The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Alopoli, sometimes called the only readable cultist, literate, entertaining, bewildering. So Christopher Alopoli is along, whatever that means. And he's important to Galmir in the dream, and I don't know how many of you know this, but Traveling at Night is going to be the name of their next game that's currently in production. So it's definitely important. So Christopher and Galmir are definitely important characters. Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. Yeah. Well, at least it gave money. So I guess I should be using reason with this. Okay, so that didn't it didn't create damning it didn't create evidence, which is nice. Restlessness. I wonder if there's another way to deal with restlessness. The mind, the library, and then 1, 2, whoops. That's not what I want. I want this. 1, 2, start. Okay. Can I dream with restlessness at all? I don't think so. What house. There must be something else I can use restlessness for. Miss Nania wasn't... I miss Miss Nania. I miss kissing Miss Nania. I miss talking and, like, you know, with Miss Nania. Rachel misses Miss Nania. I'm sure Rachel's still talking to Miss Nania. I think they were on their way to becoming a power couple. You've opened the door of this place I've passed through to stand before you now, but this is my promise. A time. Yep. Okay, so that gave fervor funds. So let's do that again. And then fervor is going to generate another thing there. Does it create... Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention. This is going to decay into dread. It's fine. I got another restlessness anyway. Don't worry. I'm not without restlessness. If that's what you were worried about. Okay. Did we go to... Yes, we did. We got... So let's just read this book to at least... The wood lies outside the walls of the Mantis. As any student in histories knows, the Mantis has no walls. That is the first thing that is... I think that's the first thing, actually, that is... When you open the game, I haven't recorded it, but when you open the game, there is a black screen that says, the woods grow around the house, or the walls of the Mantis, and the Mantis has no walls. So that is the first thing you're introduced to when you play the game. Dream. No, not yet. I gotta paint with this because I don't want to build up dread so early. Well, actually, it depends on what the next season's gonna be. It's fascination. No, we should dedicate ourselves to our flock. Although, dedicating ourselves to our flock isn't... Because I think it's still a 50-second timer. I wonder if this gives anything other than devotees. I don't think the devotee decayed into anything. I think they just vanished. So let's see if there's like another drop we can get from that. So let's in the meantime, let's increase our health, because this is the easiest thing to generate funds in a pinch, because at full upgrade it goes down to 45 seconds. Alapoli describes how he came to make repeated visits to a dream wood via what they call silver dreams. Trying to think your way to the wood, he explains, is trying to think your way to being in love, but I did find a secret that helped. Yeah, so we got a second thing, so let's start talking about it to get more followers. Okay, so it gave us another worshiper. So it might be an easy way to get prisoners. So that is something we should keep in mind. But I actually may pause this here because it seems like I'm in a very stable state right now, where if I don't push the boundaries, I won't. And if I just manage my resources properly and take my time, I won't, hopefully, trigger a bad end state. So I'm actually going to pause here, grind out some books, grind out some money, and then come back when I have all the stuff. So we can skip over that section. But I will see you soon. Okay, welcome back. So I drained Moreland's bookshop. I also drained the auction house, and I read all the books that I had access to. I upgraded all my skills to the second to last. I think I will, because I got the essays and I got the poetry. I think I'll do those now while I'm doing other stuff. I did not touch anything regarding this. I did the door. I got up to the riddle to the door, but I did not read the riddle yet. I got all of the locations for the first three, for the capital, the shires, and the continent, for the continent. I did farm a little bit of sprinter. I have some funds. I recruited and promoted all the pawns, and I recruited everyone. I only promoted these two because I only have the knock to do these two. Something I did learn is that you can apparently turn any lore. So you know how you can subvert heart into grail, grail into moth, into lantern, into forge, into edge, winter, back into heart. Apparently you can turn anything into knock. So I did do that with something. I can't remember what I turned into knock, but that's how I have 6 knock here. I'm going to try to do that again, so I have 8 knock, so I can promote everyone to disciples. But for now, I am all set there. So what I'm going to do is, since I have this mysterious woman that I don't remember the name of. I do remember. I do remember. I'm pretending. I'm pretending. I don't remember the name of. I'm going to try to do all the things that I remember Winter being available for. Winter isn't used for a lot of exploration, I've noticed. I think Winter was in the hospital for the curse. So I'll do that. So I'll do that with her and add funds. And because I think the only thing that was dangerous about the hospital was that curse thing. I think. I don't need to talk to anyone. No, but I haven't touched this at all. So what I'm going to do when this runs out, I'm going to start experimenting with preaching with other lores and stuff and see what it says. But yeah, let's read the stag door's riddle. What must open before this way opens? Answer this riddle to pass the stag door and be counted unknown. So last time it was Secret Histories asking about where the queen was not born. Or something along those lines. So it's not asking that. So it does change. What must open before this way opens? To open certain ways, one must first open oneself. I think this is it. A consent of wounds, I think, makes the most sense. Passions of silence, no. Mercy, said the watchman, is found only in shadow. No. What may riddle is what may be lost. So pleasant upon the ear, one can listen over and over. These are the words that make sacrifices as sweet. Who could hear this and remain unmoved? So I think it's a safe bet that this is the answer. I myself must be opened, behold my blood which is shed. Okay. I wonder if knock has a special affinity with the spider's door. Because it's also, I think the spider's door is also called the serpent's door? Am I studying anything? Yeah, I will study. Let's study reason. And then I think we'll just do the exact opposite. So last time we used edge or winter and got silent intensity. So we'll do the other one for both of these because I think these both have two, I think all 3 skills have 2 options depending on what lore you use with it. So we will just do the opposite of what we did. So we'll get the strong thing. We'll do whatever the opposite of these 2 are. That's going to look for my enlightenment. I also want to dream with this and see, now that I have all of the lords, see what I can switch this to, if anything. Glimmering. So seeing the dread's coming. I don't have any dread, which is nice. Because I took my time with doing all this, so I wouldn't trigger anything. Yeah, so this is only doing the dry soul curse, which we need heart or lantern. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I guess I'll just pop all my lantern believers in there and hope that it sticks. Okay, so now let's actually do this. So, doctrine. What does heart say if I do that? So, heart is probably passion. I will speak to their souls, and if I speak with conviction, their souls may answer me. Yeah, so we'll see what that comes up with. Restlessness, right? I gotta paint. Oh yeah, and the reason how I got this much money is I sold a bunch of Spintrias, which give a good chunk. This gives like 8 to 12. This gives like 4 to 8, and this gives like 2 to 4, I think. So it's a good way to make money, is through these people. Oh, I need to fast forward. Okay, that's why everything's going so slow again. I need to remember to do that. Poppy. Let's talk to Poppy again. We call upon the colonel, who is blind. The colonel is an hour which knows light, but does he remember it? His power might yet protect us. So the colonel is blind, not colonel. Colonel, I know that word. Possibility, oops, clicked off somehow. Okay, so that's number 1. Now we'll do number 2. Poppy needs knock lore. Yeah, despair, and then nothing. So this is going to expire before fascination comes around. In the House of the Sun, the dance of the angels of glory does not cease. Those who were cast down, wave or wound or snow, are gone from the house, and as long as their paths in the dance are filled, they may never return. Therefore, let us join hands and add our little steps to the dance. So that gave funds and fervor. So, in the House of the Sun, the dance of the angels of glory does not cease. Angels of glory. Those who were cast down, wave or wound or snow. So, cast down, wave or wound or snow. So, snow is maybe death, wound is, I don't know, are gone from the house, and as long as their parts are in the dance are filled, they may never return. Therefore, let us join hands and add our little steps to the dance. So, interesting. So if an angel, whatever that is cast from the house, as long as someone fills their place, or effectively fills their place, they can't return. So we don't want them to return. Interesting. I wonder if different level lores give different little sermons. So let's try that with Grail. I also wonder if Fervor changes that at all. But yeah, let's try that with the Grail. It is Grail. I keep flip-flopping between Grail and Chalice. Passion. Congregations already in a state of sermon. Any secret knowledge will almost certainly drive them to exaltation. Exaltation, sometimes my words, and those I have borrowed. So what can I do with... So I can either... I want to see if I can make a prisoner out of the person I get from this. Or the, yeah. Because if I can, that would be a very good use of getting prisoners for the spider door. I already have all the lore I need for this, but let's grab it anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already got all these places. So I'm fine there. Our power is stronger than the curse that was here. Oh, thank God. Okay. Stag door to the update. To pass, it must be initiated. But it must let me pass. The scarred valves of the door grind open. And how do I get from the... I think I need pretty beefy lore for this, right? I need... Hold on, Grail? Lantern. Yeah, I need at least one more stage up. But let's do Reason. Okay. Oh, that grabbed a Dread. Where did that... Oh, it came from the Restlessness. Whoops. Oh, well. I'm not too concerned about it right now. Okay, so that gave us a dexterous worshiper. I wonder if I can no, because that was from heart. This was generated from heart, so it's probably a worshiper that matches whatever your society is. Okay, so let's try making him a prisoner. No, I think I need to explore with it. Yeah, I think I need to explore with the... Oh, so I did find out that this is actually a different church. So what I was guessing at before of, is this the church that we explore in other legacies? That is not the case. Okay. Our excellent plan to the next challenge. There's no more challenges, so I think we're good there. But we are going to get notoriety. We don't have any tentative evidence. Because again, I've been very careful. Alright, so 2 more times. Yeah, there's plenty of time. At last their fervor is spent. What have they made of the night? We'll rise up the fervor. So, okay, that didn't give anything, so let's do that without the fervor. And see what it tells us, and then we can try with the next level and see if that gives us anything else. I'm not gonna put anything in here, because I think I only get followers if I do Ascent of Knives. Which one gives... I think the Painted River gives location lore more than... Oh, a lesson learnt. Okay, well, that actually lets us get that a little faster. But I guess I might as well build up the prisoners if I can imprison them without too much blowback. Yeah, okay. So it just gives us those. Like, I wonder, like, besides prisoners, I wonder if there's utility to having a bunch of padlock. Yep, this is the, we already did, so we've got 2 books here. This is Greek, this is General, this is Grail, Empty Hospital can go up there. Rose Pearl Dusk can go over there. I can maybe do a painting with that for the Sister and Witch painting. Okay, so that gave, yeah, that gave us notoriety. I already knew that. I would do that. Let's, okay, yeah, let's, so funds. How do I imprison someone again? Oh, I talk at the place, not at the cult, right? Into the cupboard they go. Possibilities. Okay, erudition, lesson learned. So, let's do this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did, I think we did silent intensity last time with winter, right? Voice of the Madrigod. So let's do, because I need enough lessons learned and something more. We need illumination and concentration. So we did concentration before. I will follow in the footsteps of the watchman. Oops. Deeper concentration. A brighter illumination. I will make myself illuminate the night in ignorance. Do I want forge or... Oh yeah, brighter illumination. We'll do knock. That seems pretty... I'll cross the threshold where the horned axe waits. Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. Oh. Is it while I'm doing it? Is that what it does? What? Oh, did I used passion, right? Yeah, so hold on. I'll speak to their souls. Yeah, so what triggered the special heart thing? Is it I should have done with the higher lore. Is it like a random chance of seeing that, or is it I've locked this one away safely. When their screaming and raving subsides, I will subdue them properly. So, okay. And this is just a follower. But it does give notoriety. That's going to be a problem. I already have 2, so I'm already in the danger zone. I might as well... yeah, I'm already in the danger zone. I might as well just throw another into it. Betray and imprison, yep. Okay, so those always give notoriety, but it's an easy way to get them. Interesting. Alright, let's continue exploring. This one needed knock. Or lantern, I believe, because we need to find it. So, we'll just do that, because we have the disciples for knock. That's the only disciples we have. Painted river. Yeah, there we go. Snack door. Let's keep going, because we might as well. Talk. I don't need to talk to anyone. Oh, actually, I can maybe start trying to get rid of that notoriety. So, charm. Yeah, I think I can use heart followers too, and it'll grab it like an investigator will, which I think is a random chance of mystique or notoriety. Assistance. I can add funds now. Lantern or not. Yeah, that's fine. I'll win that handily. Our souls dwell each in the house which is our flesh. Our senses are the windows, and each sense has its attendant appetites. To leave the appetites unsatisfied. Our senses are the windows, and each sense has its attendant appetites. To leave the appetites unsatisfied is to leave the window uncared for. And who would choose to live in a house with filthy windows? I mean, that's a good way to... Okay, so I think whenever it generates fervor is when it gives the special, like, text. So I will try to... So I'll use this fervor up first. Yeah, I'll use the fervor up first, and then see... Already in a state of excitement, any secret knowledge will almost certainly, just so we don't have that turn into dread, right? And then try to do it again with the higher lore and see if that changes it. The higher eyes, the more I see. Rarefied mind and reason. So yeah, we had silent intensity. My mind is glass and my memory light, which does seem like a very lantern thing. I do think that because what was the one we got before was Never Know, and we used Moth for our passion skill, and it was the more, which is very Moth aesthetic. So let's read the locksmith's dream, which will probably give us another knock lore. Hopefully it'll give us the 3rd level. I don't think it will. Maybe it will. I don't know. I can't remember. Knock, I know, is the one we get the least amount of. So I think you're supposed to convert other things to knock. Yeah, that's... I should probably get ahead of this. Let's go back. Oh, hey, twice in a row. Would you look at that? That goes adepts gate. Yeah, yep. Let's see. Let's keep going because there's no reason not to. Is that? Nope, I pulled a mistake. Great. Fever is spent, and then it does this exaltation thing. I'm gonna just let it go. Well, actually, I'll see, Passion. Okay, should I let it go? Because maybe it drops something other... Oh, wait, no, my society's being used in there. I was gonna say, maybe it drops something other than the follower, but we've only seen the follower drop when... I know it has, like, a chance of giving, like, mystique or funds or something if I don't put stuff in there. Sand-colored robe has told me the service of the matches go ever up. Yep. So we did read this before. We got 2 wood whisper, so we can upgrade those, but let's not do that yet. Let's, so that gave moth, that didn't give knock. I was hoping for knock. I mean, moth is the most plentiful lore I've noticed. No one understands us, or else they understand us too well. Okay, so that didn't help, but I think we're okay, because by the time 2 rolls around, these will be gone. So yeah, let's get another prisoner. I wonder if there's an easier way to target notoriety. Because it grabbed Mystique, which isn't something I really wanted to get rid of anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I'm building up a dangerous amount of notoriety, so I should be careful about that. And of course I have Fascination. This isn't... Fascination's not coming up. So I think I'm fine there. Really? So there's no one like being like, oh, why do you keep locking up the followers of your congregation? There's no one stopping me from doing that? I mean, I'm fine with that. Like, if it's a free supply of prisoners to feed to the spider door, I'm totally okay with that. Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. Yeah. Okay, so they did not fervor. It did not fervor us up. But so let's just keep trying. So we have... I probably should be trying to get rid of this notoriety, but... I think I'm just gonna have to keep destroying the evidence. So I think when I can... I think I just gotta upgrade my... knock... Because this will give Moth and Heart, I think. Hypatia, dedicated to Saint Nympha. Okay, so that is not the saint that we are seeing. Yeah, I think I got to, and we have prisoners now, so I can do the Grim... Oh, wait, hold on. You'll need Dread, the Silent Tensity, or an HQ with a pit. I don't have any of those. Because we got Rarefied Mind instead. This needs Fascination, HQ with the library, or Rarefied Mind. So we're okay. We don't need to worry about that. I wonder if we should switch to a location with a pit. How do I get a location with a pit, though? So this is a library. This probably isn't a pit. Carter. Does this have a pit? That doesn't seem right. Let's just keep going through. Forsaken Reach. After identified where unusual cargo was stored. Would these give HQ locations? I don't think so, because they're infinitely generated, right? I guess, well, let's try to get some contentment, so when we do get dread, shoot, yeah, notoriety's coming up next. When we do get dread, we can use it without it being pulled. So let's do our passion. Let's start working on our passion, and then I'll use some opium or something to try to get contentment. The altar tilts back like a... yep, I read this, okay. So, this is the winter thing, empty mausoleum. That's probably another sanctum, right? Which we already have here. We have a sanctuary. Yeah, it's probably a sanctuary. I have so much notoriety. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, this used forge or lantern, right? Because we had to, like... I think it was forge. I can't remember why it was forge, but I think it was forge. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to be on top of just showing evidence. I have so much notoriety. Snag door. Yep. Just keep going. So I'm gonna paint, I think. They do. So we didn't get fervor, which is fine because I need to paint anyway. I'll probably get some. Hopefully, I'll get some passion from that. If it's going to take notoriety anyway, let's try to get it to take one of the ones that have a higher timer. So I'm gonna give it a few seconds, and then do it. Oh wait, so I actually should use less passion. Yeah, I shouldn't, but I think passion, I think I need passion to get contentment from painting, right? I don't know, I haven't been keeping track of that. This is probably a good test now, actually. Summering, yep. Okay, now I'm locked into this for the study action for a bit. Axing for paints. Yeah, we got the money. We might as well, because it probably has a better chance of giving us contentment, right? No, I don't know how painting works. I'm half tempted to look it up, but then, like, that ruins the magic, you know? Yeah, we've been getting lucky for those. Let's see what painting comes up with, and then we'll decide if we want to smoke opium or not. And this needs HQ with sanctuary, rarefied minium. Okay, so... Huh. Artist reward, collect. Okay, yeah, it did give us contentment because that got eaten, so we're good there. Let's start off and reason. Ooh, reason. And let's, so I need to fix this. Yeah, I'll fix this. Oops, I need to talk to the forge guys, right? Yeah. Start subject is this. Been to repair this, yeah. Hour of the forge as well as winter. Forge lends strength, but now in the mist rise and cling, we might make it through. Treacherous ground, forge or lantern. The earth cannot be trusted. We will need strong hands or clear sight. I guess we can put a lantern person in there. We might make it through. I think there's gonna be a toss-up either way. Because I don't think it combines the aspects for the check. I'm pretty sure it's one or the other. It chooses. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I've been getting for the descriptions. Because if it did, if it did take them both, it would upgrade it to 6 total. And I think the threshold's 5 for all right, well, let's put another fun there just in case. Oh, I should be working. Let's keep trying to get that fervor and see if it updates it. A lot of notoriety. Oh, great. And then if we get dread, it's gonna... Oh, so annoying. Oh no, this is gonna give us fleeting reminiscence, so it's gonna grab that. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, cool, it didn't make notoriety. Glimpses. So 2 more, and I probably can sell this because I don't need this anymore. So I'll just put this up here so I can remember to sell it. Treasure. Okay, cool. We got through it. No injuries for now. So yeah, we're fine there. I wonder if our HQ has to be in the capital. I think it does. Whoops. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to dream that away. That's annoying. House Starter Flash. So this is the same description as before. So that's good to know. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to dream this away. Darn it. Need funds, yeah. So, okay, so we don't have tentative evidence, so we're good there. Yeah. So getting a lot of notoriety at once isn't necessarily a bad thing. You just need to know how to manage it. Because if they can't upgrade the tentative evidence because you keep getting rid of it, then you're fine. It doesn't seem like you're in danger until you get the until you get the damning evidence. You okay, buddy? Sorry, my dog was making noises. Yep. So we got all of that. Vital pigment, so we can maybe make that grail painting at some point. What are you doing, buddy? You okay? Yeah? Okay. This is Latin. And stone is repaired. So we got the noon stone. I do wonder if there's any specific uses for any of these, because the mirror, that mirror we got for lantern has a very specific use with the peacock door. I wonder if there are others that, like, if you use specifically this item, you get something special out of it. Because otherwise, why would you care? Talk. I don't need to talk to anyone. Can I talk to my follower? Freedom, death, or something else? Oh, I should be exploring. Fervor spent. Might as well get another prisoner. Let's see. What one does this need? It's been cunning accomplish. What? I think knock maybe, and maybe moth. Let's try those two. I can't remember which one this wants. Okay, so I should be working. So let's do Moth War, because we have not done Moth War. Oh, we should do the harder one. Ability should be passion, because math is very passionate. scrotal now. Okay, that's gone. Okay. Man, that sucks that we have dread. Oh, abandoned warehouse. Rotting shell besides a rotting river. Do you think maybe this has a pit? Dexterous follower. So let's throw you into the cupboard. Into the cupboard with you. Dread, Season of Dread's coming next, so that will give us Fleeting Reminiscence at the very least. Not ideal, but glimpses. Okay, so we got 4 of those now, so let us glimmeringly. Okay, so we did never know. So what are the choices? Unreason and folly. So never know is probably unreason, right? Yeah, cut my hair, cut my bonds, cut my snip. Folly. Who desires but acts not breeds pestilence. So sorry, this is unreason. So Grail is folly. Thunderskin, promise we do not cease that are not ceased. Edge, does it do it? Nope. Winter. I didn't think those would. Ooh, but knock gives us folly. The apple tree never asks the beech how he shall grow, nor the lion, the horse, how he shall take his prey. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, cool. Locked this one away. Nice. We've got a head start on our prisoners. Okay. I really want to upgrade my knock so I can start promoting these people. These wonderful people. Okay, so this is Watchers. So Deceived, I think Moth does Deceit. And then when asks us again, we can put this, so we'll have 6 Moth. The glory demands truth. When we are clad in lies, then it shall burn them from us. The glory demands truth. When we are clad in lies, then it shall burn them from us. Interesting. So doctrine. Whoops. Ability. We'll go into exaltation, and I can get another prisoner. I wonder if there is a negative consequence of betraying so many followers. I should be talking, right? I should be talking to someone about something, I'm sure. Despair, that will turn into Fleeting Reminiscence. That will grab. Now my soul is ready. Open soul. Behold, they stand at my door and knock. If I hear any voice, I will open the door, and they will come in to me, and sup with them, and they with me. What? Okay. Cool. Weird, but cool. Okay, so we got an open soul. What does open soul allow us to do? I wish I had level 3 of all the lores so I could actually, like, see. But let's try moving to this and see what's in this, because this is going to be Sanctuary. This is going to be... I don't know. Maybe that'll also be a pit. But this is, like... Who would follow us here? I don't know. Oh, we should be studying now, because we actually can now that we're done with Satan. Not born, not cultivated. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh, this will give us restlessness. Maybe it'll let us time dread well enough so we can actually upgrade with it if we don't get a pit. Yeah, let's get... Oh, no, might as well get another prisoner. There's no reason to give up free resources. We don't need money. We got 43, so we're fine there. I should still be working though, and let's do lantern lore, and that's reason probably. We're gonna need talk so we can imprison this person. And that's restlessness. So this will be gone. This will be gone. There's another season of dread, though. I wonder if it will... Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So I gotta deal with that. Alright. So, no. Into the cupboard you go. Thank you for being such a devout follower. You are now... Your service is now eternal, rather than only for 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes, sorry. Assistance, they don't need any assistance, but just in case, I'll put another fund there. Yeah, so that gave Moth and Thunder. Yep, I was right about, I remembered that correctly. So, oops. It's Latin, let's translate that. So I should probably, after this, probably just study health and work out until I get enough. After I paint, rather. Notoriety's coming up. That's fine, we don't have any. Glory demands truth. When we are clad in truth, it shall not burn us. Interesting. So when we are clad in lies, it must burn them from us, and when we are clad in truth, it shall not burn us. Okay. We gotta use that fervor. Oh shoot, I forgot to do... No. Alright, smoke opium. We'll smoke some opium for some quick contentment. Oh shoot, I forgot to put the... Damn it. That gave us contentment. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna maybe get evidence from this. I'm gonna study this. Lord Franklin Bakeoff. This is probably gonna give us lantern lore. I do really want, because I really want to see what the next physique thing is going to be. So exaltation. So free prisoner. Here I come. Fervor spent. Okay, yeah. So let's get started on the grind, the vitality grind. We need to get big gains. Talk. I don't need to talk. Right? Yeah. I will need to talk soon. Okay, so this gave us a new language, and then a bunch of books. This is translated. This is translated. I think they're all already translated. Cool. That makes it nice and simple for us. Cool. It didn't give us any evidence, which is nice, and so I don't have to worry about imprisoning this person. No, wrong one. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Dream. Why is Dream open right now? Oh, let's explore. So this had the monks, so we can either kill them or deceive them, but we cannot seduce them, so let's deceive them. Yep, lantern lore. Let's study health. We're probably gonna have to rest the health so it doesn't... Yep. I have 6 people who were like, I really love what you do. And I was like, okay, get into the cupboard. I promise. I promise you'll like, we'll get to do cool stuff. Just go in the cupboard for it. I think I dropped something in the cupboard. Can you go, but I'm like old and frail. Could you like try to climb in there and get it for me? And I just close the door behind them. Assistance, yeah, another moth person. Because, yeah, monks and nothing else, so that is good for us. I think we are. Well, this is gonna be easy. So I already got my second vitality. I'll get a third. I need 8 total. And sometimes I just randomly get vitality for no reason. So this gave us restlessness, but that's fine. Yep, vitality. And I'm going to study you again. And this is the witch entry. We do not stand in our way. Might as well just pop a fund in there. Okay. Health. Yeah, this is fine. I wish there was a way to get rid of restlessness other than painting, but I'm just gonna eat it because I don't want to do this forever. I wonder if knock will give us, probably not. Knock is like knowledgeable stuff. Dread, I don't have any contentment, so I can't dream it away, or fascination. I think I have to... Yeah, this is going to expire, so I got to start that. This is also going to... No, actually, that won't expire before... Yeah, so I will be good to study again. Vitality... Let's do that again. So it's 45 seconds. I do wonder if the non, like, sexy option for... the health skill gives you either more funds or better, a better timer on that. It would make sense, right? But I could also see it not. But then why else would it have that distinction? Another restlessness? Are you kidding me? Oh, great. I'm gonna get sick, too. So... unattended church. So this is fine. This is another Greek book I can sell. This is a Greek book I can translate. This is another Greek book I can translate. So let's put those up there. I'm gonna have to wait a while. Okay, I am gonna have to do this. And I'm gonna have to do that again. This isn't so bad. The fact that I can work and study for vitality helps leveling up it a lot. Talk, no. But I am gonna have to, because one of these are gonna get stolen, so that's gonna be unfortunate. Okay, a season of Dread's not coming up, so we're good for Dread, because that's going to expire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're actually all good for Vitality. So... I can actually paint. Yeah, let's paint. And I can use the... I don't have the moth pigment, so never mind. I was gonna say I could use the pigment and get the moth thing, but I can't. It's just not in the cards. Okay, so what am I gonna do after that? I think I'm just gonna have to keep powering through these, I should try to move locations. So let's try moving to this. Move our organizations to head new location. This will permanently, yep. And reduce notoriety. I'm not concerned about the notoriety. I probably should have saved it for when I had more notoriety, but oh well. Paints. Funds, because I need my vitality. And my studies. Magnificent work. Yep. So, funds. Mystique. Glimmering. I still don't know what the... Yeah, and then sometimes it gives you fascination. I don't know if there's a correlation between what you put in and what you get out. I mean, there must be some correlation. I just don't know what the correlation is. But yeah, let's go back to preaching. So we just did lantern, so let's go to forge. Forge is probably reason? Probably, yeah. Forge, edge. I think they're all, the rest are all reason. I need to grow stronger, yep. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. And then I can finally start reading these books. So many actions want so many things at once. Change of premises. The darkened warehouse. The rafters are rank with rats. Their smell is almost lost beneath the reek of the river. It's a long way from anywhere anyone would want to go. All these things are, in their way, advantages. Secret. This place is easily overlooked. Use of this headquarters will cause reputation cards to disappear. Interesting. Aspect Pit, a lightless well of solitude where I may experience grim insights. So this did give us Pit, which is nice. So this is our new quarters. So if I use it, I can... To raise forge influence. What if I talk? Can I? No. So does it anytime I use it, like, so if I use this for like a knowledge check, will it take a notoriety or something? If that's the case, that would be pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna use Moth to upgrade this. So I need Verified Mind, HQ with Sanctuary or Glimmering, so I'll need Glimmering. And I'll need... You need your addition or an HQ with a library. Dread or HQ with Pit. So I'll need a Glimmering and a Erudition first. So that's going to be annoying to get those before I upgrade. Because that's 2 more minutes of studying, at the very least. I have to do it right before, because if I don't, it may expire. Okay, let's explore. Let's do... Actually, I'll wait to properly explore out of there, because these are only 2. I want them to be able to threshold break on their own. But this is the repeatable one, so we'll see what the repeatable one wants and if it gives anything cool. Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. Okay, let's try again. Because why not? Okay, yeah. So many sacrifices for the spider door. It's so nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put forge in here, so hold on, I can do either strength or grace, right? So this is strength. We'll burn the strength of the Forge of Days. Secret techniques. Secret techniques sounds, yeah. Will be of use here. Oh, okay, never mind. Higher strength. This will... Whoop, no. Come on. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm good at I have good hand-eye coordination. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't look at me like that. Stop. Stop looking at me. A deeper grace. I don't want grace. Deeper grace. I don't want grace. Deeper grace. I don't want grace. All right. We'll do forge then. I want to see what that says and if the thing works. Let's see. It needs assistance. So I need forge or lantern or seduce or deceive. So I already have both seduction and deception. Let's put our forge in it because those two unfortunately don't overlap. I wonder if it's just two random obstacles or if it's always those obstacles for the repeating one. Oh, I should actually be reading what this thing is though, because I don't think we've done this one. And I don't know if it has like a unique place description or whatever. So what do I need for this? Fascination, rarefied mind, which we have, and iridation. Oh, that has a fascination, so that'll get rid of, because I don't have any dread for it to take. Tonight they listen, but do not hear. I wonder if passion is the better one for forge. Because it is about creation. It's also about, like, you need, but it's also heavily associated with lantern. My heart beats with the steadiness of a drum and a certainty of a judge's sentence. A matchless physique. I move like a mountain and strike like the sky. To master others is strength. To master yourself is power. Cool. Wait, what's this? Aspect dangerous. Direct confrontation is always unwise, but in the last resort, if it comes to a struggle, I am very dangerous. Interesting. So I wonder if this will give a bonus. Okay, so I need glimmering and erudition. So we'll passion. We got a little passion. Then we'll get a little sprinkling of erudition. Oh, what is this looking for? Right, so we should put another forge person here. Forge. Sucking snare. We'll have to go around and try again. Okay, well, that's not great. And of course my forge person got hurt. Let's heal him immediately so we don't have to worry about the season of sickness and I won't forget. Speaking of season of sickness, I already took my health, so actually they listen with. Let's try passion, see if passion gives us what we want. We might just be getting unlucky. So we got the glimmering. Now we will need the passion, the reason, iridation. Oh, I need another, so forge. Well, that's probably gonna do forge. Let's do moth. Hour of forge as well as winter. I should have done the forge. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to put funds in there next time. Getting erudition and glimmering is very difficult because I don't know how long, what order it's going to ask for it in. Safe across the treasure ground. We must matter but we made it through. Okay, cool. So, wound is healed. Let's see. Winter. We've seen the winter description. Listen but do not hear. Is it because my forge thing is just kind of low? Because the other ones I used 3 and I got it within like 2, but that's what, the 3rd time in a row it didn't give us anything, or maybe 4th. Besides money. Okay, now we got to do this, and no. Oh, I need to study this with. Oh, I need to do the knock first. So this with this. They're incantations of unseeming, where the space between the words is as potent as the actual syllables. When a thing is opened, we will know its nature. Assistance. Oh yeah. And then I can put another moth to get 6 moth, which will be nice, because that's a much higher chance of deceiving. Awake, awake! They are upon us that way quickly. Alright, I really hope my glimmering and your addition doesn't expire before they're needed. Tonight they listen, but they do not hear. Alright, well, let's see if this gives us anything. Again, like the mountain. So it's 40 seconds now. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's something, rather than the flawless physique, which didn't give us a bonus. Puzzle with missing pieces. Okay, it's asking for your addition first, so this is going to expire before it wants glimmering. That's annoying. Mostly because it just takes so long to do. It takes so long to do. But, okay, so let's try preaching again. Plans, okay, so that's all set. So 5 passion, 5 reason, oh, 6 reason. Where's my 6th reason? 5? Oh, it's in there, right, okay. So 6 reason, 5 passion, and 5 health. Glimmering, yeah, more sanctuary. God damn it. Oh my god. So annoying. I think that removes the challenges from the cards at least, so at least I don't have to redo the erudition thing, I don't think. Tonight they listen, but do not hear. Reason. Forge. Okay, well, I think, okay, so Voodoo Doll gave us another cracked stone, and gave us a second of those. Grey Dawn oil. Order. Oh, I can just accept those, and then notoriety and funds, okay. Interesting. So I guess we can get multiple, but then again, so what, does this have a, maybe there's a, there's rituals that sacrifice tools. So that's a good way to use duplicates. I could also sell them, probably. Let's repair this. So we can at least have 2 ones. Enlightenment, weary detective. Balked, my studies have been stymied for now. Restlessness. So I think we are actually going to pause here. So next time I will have a consent of wounds. Interesting. That's an interesting way to phrase that. Next time I'll have this upgraded, but we are going to pause here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic night, and remember, not all wounds are doors. Not all doors are wounds, but all wounds are doors. I got that right. Roll it back. I got it right.